Hi, thanks for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host. Just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Wednesday, May 8th, Major League Baseball. If you're new to the show, first of all, welcome. Secondly, we fade or follow four teams: Cubs, Dodgers, Royals, and Orioles. We'll play in those four games, bets there, but I will give you leans or bets in the other games going on as well. There's a lot of day baseball for Wednesday the 8th, so let's get right into this and get you a lot of bets here to play. So first game up, 9:36 out here in Phoenix, 12:36 Eastern time. Angels are going to, and the Pirates, Martin Perez for the Pirates. Angels, Soriano pitching in this one. Pirates a slight favorite. Minus 130 in this one. To be really honest, neither team tends to score quite a bunch in this one. Perez has struggled a couple times last times out, but struggling for a Pittsburgh starter's giving up 3 runs, which some of the staffs out there would love just to see 3 runs. But Pittsburgh's inability to score has made it kind of tough on him as of late. The total at 8.5 in this one, we would lean to the under, would be the play we have in that game there. Next game up, 10:06 out here in Phoenix, 1:06 Eastern time. Phillies, Blue Jays, Bassett going against Nola. Bassett is definitely an innings eater, a guy that shows up for 30-plus starts a season. I'd love to have Bassett in this, like on the Cubs staff, for example, as I think he would be a solid influence. Now, he does give up runs. Phillies have been smoking hot. You cannot bet against the Phillies right now. If you are, you're just taking you're throwing a dart at the dartboard and hoping it hits in this one. And the Phillies are only about $1.50-ish favorite in this game. So hop all over the Phils. Take them there. I also look at that minus 1.5 at plus money as well on run line, as the Phillies, like I said, have been really hot here as of late. Next game up, 10:11 out here in Phoenix, 1:11 Eastern time. Tigers, Guardians, Bibby versus Olsen in this one. Guardians $1.44 favorite. Might be a shade high there, to be really honest. I thought they were going to be about $1.30 favorite in this one. Guardians have the little bit better offense as they consistently put more hits together. Pitching matchup's pretty close in this one. Tigers are just inconsistent at the plate. If they can figure out that consistency, they can make a run here. Guardians are leading the American League Central for a reason. Slight lean there, probably more to the under of 8 in this particular one as well. So in this Tigers-Guardians game, look at the under, and also Guardians just slightly there on the money line. Next game up, 10:16 out here in Phoenix, 1:16 Eastern time. Mets, Cardinals, Quintana versus Sonny Gray in St. Louis in this one. This one's a pretty easy handicap, I think, here. Sonny Gray's been pretty dominant so far this season. He's pitched really well. Quintana got knocked around his last time out. Not saying he's going to get knocked around again, as this Cardinals offense has struggled to score as well. But we do like the Cardinals here on the money line on this particular matchup there. Next game up, 11:11 out here in Phoenix, 2:11 Eastern time. Brewers, Royals, Brady Singer against Ross in this one. Brady Singer has pitched lights out except for one start this season. That's why his ERA is in the 2s. He looks like he did a couple seasons ago. Wipeout slider, fastball. Brewers have, they've put up some runs here and there. They were really hot, let's say a week plus ago. Then they ran into the Cubs in Wrigley, and now they're running into the Royals here. Kind of sputtered a little bit in this one. Royals only being $1.20 favorite here. We're going to lay it with the Royals in this one. So let me give you those bets in that Royals game. Royals money line, minus 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 on the run line. Royals over the team total. Royals minus a half a run, first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Witt, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Miguel Garcia, homer, double, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits, and over hits, runs, RBIs. So let's give you those bets one more time in the Royals-Brewers matchup. Royals money line minus 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 on the run line. Royals over their team total. Royals minus a half a run, first 3, first 5, and first 7 innings. Bobby Witt, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Miguel Garcia, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up, 11:21 out here in Phoenix, 2:21 Eastern time. Cubs play at their normal day game time when they have day games there. Wisniewski versus Dylan Cease. So this one here was kind of, I think this one here can be a little hard one to handicap. Wisniewski's pitched really well in the limited time he's been out on the mound. Dylan Cease has pitched pretty well except for like 2 games for the Padres this season. In this one, and the Padres are about a $1.25 favorite in this one. But there are a couple guys on the Cubs, as Michael Busch has hit Cease pretty well in a couple at bats. There's some guys on the Cubs I think that can get this thing done. I just think they're going to take the third game of this set here. So we're going to roll with the dog here in this one at home. It's pretty close to, it's not a toss-up game, but about as close as you can get without being one. So we'll take the Cubs here, money line plus the money, +1.5, -1.5, and 2.5. The Cubs do hit the fastball well, and that's obviously Dylan Cease's main pitch as well. So the Cubs over the team total. Cubs money line first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Nico Hoerner has been getting on base like mad crazy, so we're going to roll with him and Busch today. Hoerner, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Michael Busch, he's got his days. Well, he seems like he either gets 2 hits or strikes out 3 times sometimes, so just depending on the day. We hope this is the 2+ hit day for sure. So Busch, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So one more time in this Cubs-Padres matchup, Cubs money line, +1.5, -1.5, and -2.5 on the run line. Cubs over their team total. Cubs money line first 3, first 5, and first 7 innings. Nico Hoerner, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Michael Busch, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up on the board. We hit about all of ours in a row here. We're going to have Dodgers at the Marlins, game 3 of the set. 12:11 out here in Phoenix, 3:11 Eastern time. So day game baseball in LA. Gavin Stone, Ryan Weathers in this one. I'll be really honest with you. Anytime I play and we bet Gavin Stone, it's always you just got that bubble in your throat, right? Like, I can't believe I'm laying it with this guy. And especially when they're -270, which is absolutely ridiculous for Gavin Stone to be favored 270 against anybody. But that's how bad the Marlins are. Offensively, they are not good. Now, they did get three runs off of Buehler. I think Buehler's struggling. First start of the season, he hasn't pitched in 2 years. Buehler's probably going to struggle for a bit. The Dodgers pick him up offensively on that one. They cruised to a win in that one. Bullpen actually pitched really good for both teams in that particular game. But just expect the Dodgers to keep mashing out hits here and outscore them in this one. Total in this game is 9. We would probably look maybe to the over in this game if you don't like any of the bets we got as well. But we love the Dodgers in this matchup. Just think the offense has been alive and hammering. So we're going to take the Dodgers money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Dodgers over the team total. Dodgers -0.5 a run first 3 innings, -1.5 runs front 5 and front 7 innings. Bets, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Teoscar Hernandez, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So one more time in that Dodgers-Marlins game. Dodgers money line, -1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 on the run line. Dodgers over their team total. Dodgers -0.5 a run first 3 innings, -1.5 runs front 5 and front 7. Bets, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. And Teoscar Hernandez, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up on the board, Rangers, A's. Lorenzen pitching in this matchup here against the A's, against Sears. Total at 7.5. Rangers slight favorite in this one, about a $1.20 favorite. I thought they would be a little bit more here. Now, I know the A's have played well. They seem to almost play better on the road unless they're playing somebody, beneath them, not a near of talent like the Marlins or the White Sox or somebody like that. But we like Lorenzen in this matchup. We would lean Rangers on the money line and then also on the -1.5 line as well. Let's see, that game's at 12:38 out here in Phoenix, 3:38 Eastern time. They got a back-to-back in this one. So the easiest way I can give you this one, I don't know if the Rangers have got enough to sweep. And sweep this. Jack Leiter also coming back up. He did start once this season, then got sent down. Now he's back up to face Bido in this one. So whoever wins the first game, play them in the second game. Don't think we're going to sweep here. Probably a split in this doubleheader. Next game up, 3:41 out here in Phoenix, 6:41 Eastern time. Diamondbacks, Reds, Jordan Montgomery against the Cincinnati Reds and Graham Ashcraft in Cincinnati in this one here. So the Reds have really been struggling offensively lately. I don't think the Orioles staff is that dominant, especially when they didn't face the top two pitchers, but hardly scored any runs over the weekend, and they were at home. Therefore, the Diamondbacks are a slight favorite in this one, $1.22 favorite. Jordan Montgomery's pitched pretty well, but Jordan Montgomery he had a really great postseason last year for the Rangers, but he hasn't been a dominant, all season long type of pitcher in the major league since he's been in the majors here. I'd be really honest, I'd take the Reds here plus 1.5. The money line, they might have enough to win it there, but definitely like the Reds plus the 1.5 in that particular matchup. Next game up, 3:46 out here in Phoenix, 6:46 Eastern time. Orioles Nationals, game 2 of the set. Orioles with Bradish pitching against Parker. The Orioles about $1.70-ish favorite in this one, total of 9. Orioles are one of the best teams in the majors. Nationals, have been very impressive offensively, especially at home on that one. So they are at home here. I just think the Orioles got a little bit too much firepower for them tonight. In this one, Bradish, this will be his second start out, maybe a little bit better on this start out for him on this one. So we're going to roll with the Orioles in this particular matchup. Just think offensively they got maybe a little bit too much for them in this particular pitching matchup. So Orioles money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Orioles over the team total. Orioles -0.5 a run first 3 and 5 innings, -1.5 runs front 7. Adley Rutschman, homer, double over hits, runs, RBIs. 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hit. Ryan Mountcastle, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So one more time, Orioles Nationals. We're taking the Orioles here, money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line, over their team total. Orioles -0.5 a run front 3 and 5 innings, -1.5 runs front 7. Rutschman, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Mountcastle, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up, 3:51 out here in Phoenix, 6:51 Eastern time. White Sox, Rays, Savali pitching against Flexen. This is going to be one of those ones, the juice is too much here. The Rays are not, I understand how bad the White Sox are, but the Rays are last place in the American League East, a few games under 500 or right around 500 there. Laying 230 with that kind of team is a big deal. So we would probably play under, if we were playing in this particular game, we would lean to the under 8.5 in that matchup. Next game up, 4:06 out here in Phoenix, 7:06 Eastern time. Astros, Yankees, Carlos Rodon versus Spaghetti Arrighetti for the Astros in this one. I can't believe the Yankees are only like $1.40-ish, $1.50 favorite in this one. This would be hammer time on the Yankees here. Arrighetti has given up runs to everybody that wants them in that one. Rodon did have a bad outing last time out. I don't expect him to throw 2 of those in a row. So hammer on the Yankee side there. Next game up, 4:41 out here in Phoenix, 7:41 Eastern time. Mariners, Twins. This game here, Paddock going for the Twins, Kirby for the Mariners. Kirby has pitched well all season long. The area that the Mariners have struggled is to score because they just don't have enough of bat. Julio Rodriguez cannot be your whole offense. It's just that simple. on that one. Julio hasn't been doing Julio things as of yet either. The Twins have been able to put some runs together in that particular one. And the Mariners are favored here because of the pitching matchup. Total at 7.5. This is something I'd look at the under again. I know we said under on a few games, but both teams can have their moments where they struggle to score, but maybe a slight lean to the Twins here because I just think they can put up more runs. And Paddock, even though he hasn't been fantastic, the Mariners help him out quite a bit. They'll strike out a bunch to help out as well. Next game up, Giants, Rockies to finish up the day. 5:41 out here in Phoenix, 8:41 Eastern time. Lambert for the Rockies. Jordan Hicks, the experimental starter, right? In this one here. This is another game here. In this game, it's the Giants are a $1.80 plus favorite in this one. I know the Rockies are bad, but really? The one line I do like here, plus 1.5 for the Rockies, that might right around even money at the moment. Total in this game is 10. You could maybe see this one go over, but like that plus 1.5 line at basically even money in that one is probably one of the best. We'd like the best in that game. So at the end of every show that we do, if you want to, or let's put it this way, if you want to see all of our bets, we have those on Google Sheets. That's our betting ledger. You're going to find those in multiple spots at the end of every YouTube episode that we put out. And also you will see it on our YouTube page and TikTok channel pages as well. It's docs.google.com/spreadsheet. Click into there. Go to the sport you want. If you want all of these bets we just went through, 2024 baseball, then scroll down to May 8th. You'll be able to get all of those bets that we just went through. You see the bet itself, what juice we got it at, how many units we wagered, what book we placed them at, then obviously the result once it all gets finished up. So make sure you do check that out when you get some time. And as always, if you want to make life easy to find us, just make sure you hit that subscribe or follow button no matter what social media platform you're watching us on. Makes life extremely easy to find us in your subscriptions or followers tab once we drop a new episode of Bets. And if you want to make life even easier for yourself, turn on those notifications for those social media platforms. You get a notification to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of Bets. Give you plenty of time to match them up with your bets and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.